Hey, good guys. Back to Friday night, doing our normal time and day for our affordable group break. Glad to be back in the saddle. Glad to be feeling a little bit better. Good evening, Johnny. Yeah, I'm doing fine. I'm doing better, but my wife, I guess I gave her what virus I had, so she's not doing too great. And that kind of sucks since we have plans for tomorrow, but sit her off to bed to get some rest. And hopefully tomorrow will be a little bit better. I think it's witching hour for my cats. So, and two of the three of them are up here in the room with me playing. So, hopefully, they won't be too distracting. But we will get started here in just a moment or two. I want to kind of, I want to get through this so I have time to talk about what we're doing next week. And then, as I announced earlier in the Facebook group, I'm going to go ahead and list the sign up post for what we're going to do next week. Part of that reason is I've just got a busy week, and Monday night when I normally post it, I'm going to have my hands full with a few other things. And then early next week is when I go to have some dental surgery. So I'm just trying to get as much off my plate as I can, and then hopefully I'll be able to rest up and heal up, and then we'll be good to go for next Friday. So we'll go ahead and get started. Then if others join us, that'll be great. But yeah, if you stick around to the end, you'll get to see what we're doing. And then if you'll give me a few moments afterwards, I'll get the post up and going. Now, I'm several of you guys, ever since I teased this box, seem to be really excited. So hopefully everybody will like what you get. I've got 2 more boxes of this for myself because I want to build this set. I've always enjoyed Studio since it launched in 91. I like the 91 set. I don't like 92. And I love 93 specifically. They did some other really cool stuff in subsequent years. 95 is also a really cool set, but we've already done a box of those. So we got 36 packs. We got 12 cards per pack. So we're going to have lots of cards. Good evening, Ben. Oh, Ben, while I'm thinking about it, I totally spaced out and forgot to notify you the other day. But the mail you sent, specifically this lovely royal blue Dansby show mail. Thank you very much. And I do kind of owe you, so I will see what I can slide in your into your stack. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. The inserts that we are chasing are the Heritage Series, Superstars on Canvas, and the Frank Thomas Collection, which is only like 4 or 5 cards or something like that. But the I'm familiar with the Heritage, but I'm not too familiar with the Superstars on Canvas. I don't think I've ever pulled one of those before. But yeah, this is one of my favorite years. I like the logo. I like the superimposed image of the player on, over the logo. And then, of course, the holofoil signature. I don't know. It's a very nice presentation. So there we go. For starters, not too bad. We got a Kirby Puckett. And then, of course, on the back, you get the close-up of the player. And then you get their, before you had like pet peeves and stuff like this. This just kind of gives you a little bit, about the player, their likes and, things like that. And then you've got loves to face and hates to face. So for Kirby here, he loved to face the Red Sox with a 355 average, hated to face the Blue Jays with a 275 average. So we got Brady Anderson for the Orioles. We have Tom Pagnozzi. We have Jose Lean, excuse me. Michael Lansing. Pedro Munoz. Dave Hollins. Kevin McReynolds. Mitch Williams. Will Cordero. Paul Molitor. And Randy Milligan. Obviously, we won't do too much of the quote-unquote junk wax in these breaks, but it's fun to mix it up, do something a little different. We got Steve Buechele, Charles Nagy. Here's our nice Roger Clemens, Ellis Burks, BJ Surhoff, Vince Coleman, Todd Zeile, Tom Glavine, Paul O'Neill, Benito Santiago, Will Clark, and Terry Pendleton. And as expected, my cats are freaking driving me crazy tonight. Castilla, Chamberlain, Blackjack McDowell, Joe Oliver, Will Clark, Wally Joyner, Jose Gonzalez, Dave Winfield, Kurt Schilling, Albert Bell, BJ Surhoff, and the ageless wonder, Julio Franco. Yeah, all three of the cats, man, it's about 10 o'clock at night. They just get freaking crazy. Yeah, notice that update you were talking about that you just mentioned, Johnny. I noticed that the other day as well. Very nice. Terry Mulholland. We have Mike Mike Piazza, Mike Pagliarulo, Ken Herbeck, Paul Molitor, JT Snow, Kurt Manwaring, Ken Caminiti, John Jaha, Carlos Martinez, Mike Lansing, and Mark Witten. Your cats meow at you to go to bed. Yeah, one of them, before we got this kitten, one of them would wait for us to go to bed because he would sleep usually on my wife's side of the bed, if not on top of her. There's Eck. It's a Dean Palmer. Jim Abbott. Palmero. Baerga. Mitchell. Walt Weiss. Spike Owens. There you go, Ben. There's your Pudge. Aristus Destrade. Sandberg. And Dykstra. Ouch. Randy Tomlin. Here is a Bonds, Mattingly, Cecil Felder, Gerald Clark, Devon White. There's a nice Randy Johnson. Big Mac, Joe Carter, Larry Walker, John Burkett, and Bo Jackson. Nice little pack. Eric Anthony. Is that Morandini? Yep. Mickey Morandini, Brian Harper, John Kruk, Willie McGee, Darren Dalton, Paul Sorrento, Delano DeShields, Bip Roberts, Leo Gomez, and we got our first insert. The last card in the pack was Brett Saberhagen, and the Heritage Series is our first insert, and it is of Eric Karros. So you got the sepia photo with the old school uniforms. $12 cards in the set. All right, we are probably going to pick up the pace a little bit here. Just kind of skim the packs a little bit, just for brevity of time. But we got an Ozzy, got the Wizard starting us off. Basio, Olaru, Gagne, Barry Larkin, Kevin Seitzer, Doc Gooden, Frank Viola, DeSarcina. Here is Sosa, Marquise Grissom, Travis Fryman. Look forward to sitting down and collating this set. I'll probably will binder it. Got Avery. Todd Hundley. George Brett. Junior Felix. Jody Reed. Cards are sticking together a little bit, but they don't seem to be damaged, which is nice. One of those things you always worry about with some of these early 90s cards. So we have Andy Benez, John Wetland, Derek May, Brian McRae, Craig Shipley, Mark Grace, and the original Fish, Tim Salmond. Otis Nixon, Scott Sanderson, Greg Maddux, Daryl Hamilton, Burkett, Jimmy Key, Chris Hoyles, Chris Sabo, Ricky Henderson, Jose Guzman, and a Phil Hyatt, and another Heritage Collection, this time Frank Thomas. Eldred, Charlie Huff, Dante Bichette, Wade Boggs, another Sandberg, Jeff Conine, Tim Wallach, Lee Smith, Tettleton, yep, Harold Baines, Mark Grace, Doug Jones. So if you're still watching, tell me your what's your favorite studio set? Was it a brand that you bought back in the day? Did you pass over it because it was all posed images? Puckett, Anderson, Pagnazzi, Leaned, Lansing, Munoz, Hollins, Reynolds, Williams, Cordero, Kenny Lofton, Randy Milligan. Hey, good evening, Patrick. Hope all is well. Got your trading card database trade the other day. Appreciate the trade. Got Bouchel, Nagy, Clemens, Burks, Surhoff, Coleman, Zeal. Glavin, O'Neill, Santiago, Luis Gonzalez, and Pendleton. Then Morris says 1995 with the credit card design was his favorite. I am very partial of that set myself. 95 is my wheelhouse as far as collecting. I still have a sealed box of 95 Studio that I will get to opening at some point. Oliver, Clark, Joyner, Gonzalez, Dave Winfield, Schilling, Bell, Garcia, Franco. Hey, good evening, Johnny. So Piazza. Molitor. Yeah, starting to see starting to see some dupes here. Carlos Martinez, that is a David Justice. Mark Whitten, the Redbirds. So starting to see some dupes. Guessing could probably come pretty close, possibly, to putting together a set out of one box. It's not a huge set. Eckersley, Palmer, Abbott, Palmeiro, Baerga. But it even seems like the correlation of the players are very similar. The Pudge. Seiko. That's a new one in the pack. But it's funny. I don't know for the rest of you guys if you're active on trading card database. It seems like when I load up some older stuff, it immediately gets claimed in trades and trade requests. Like I listed a bunch of like 1987 Topps Toys R Us Rookie of the Year or something like that. And immediately started getting requests. So I will have plenty of dupes out of my boxes. So I will probably list a good many of them on the trading card database with the hopes that that trend continues and I can move some of them, turn them into some other stuff. Yeah, it is odd that well, I mean, I guess it's not odd because you can sort by like new cards added or something like that. And I'm guessing that's what people are doing. I'm guessing they're checking to see what new is available for trade. Dennis Blay, Too Many Verlanders. I'm sure some of you are familiar with him on Twitter or on the blogosphere. He sent me a huge trade request. I kind of poked fun at him of thanking him for the exercise of pulling all those cards. But he grabbed several of the things that I had just listed in the last week or so. All right, that is half the box down. Yeah, I had a little bit of 2020 or 2022 Donruss. It's that got claimed pretty quick. I haven't bought a whole lot of 2022 product for myself this year, so I don't have many, haven't added much of that, but I've had a lot of stuff going. I've actually made a lot of room in the two monster boxes. There's a Andre Dawson. I don't think we've seen him yet. But I've got two monster boxes that I have everything organized in by year, by set, and by year, and number order. And I've made quite a bit of room and freeing some stuff up. Patrick said he listed an 87 top set. Surprised at how many people jumped on it. Yeah. Robin Yount. I think it might be the first time we've seen him. Brett Butler. There's Moose. Kevin Brown. Bagwell. Smoltzy. Sorry, my hands keep drifting up. I'm sorry. Greg Jeffries. Edgar Martinez, and another Heritage. This time it is Juan Gonzalez, old Washington Senators uni. Of course, that will go to the Rangers. That is crazy, Johnny, that you're able to knock out so many of that parallel set. It's awesome, but it's crazy. Morris says he's not actively trading because I was averaging 5+ trades a day, couldn't keep up. Yeah, it is. It can be much sometimes. I cleared about 8 trades off the list today, 7 not counting the one with Dennis Blay that I had to counter that one because there were a few cards I couldn't find. Randy Van Slyke. Oh, there's the first one of the kid. And all right, here's the Superstars on Canvas. First one. I've not seen these in person before. It's kind of cool. Kind of dig it. Big Cat, Andres Galarraga. I like those. Yeah, the other day I finally sat down and added some to my list, our own trading card database. I added to my want list for certain PCs that I've not really actively pursued. Older players, Kevin Seitzer was one of them, Daryl Strawberry, And man, the floodgates just opened up. People wanting to send me so much of those 2 players, which I gladly traded for. But it's just amazing how fast some people can jump on those things. That's probably why I've freed up so much space. Because, man, I've been sending out a lot of stuff. Ron Gant. A couple new ones here. Robbie Thomas. 2 different checklists in this pack. And a Frank Thomas collection. The importance of family. Oh, look at that. My Braves won. Took out the Astros. Johnny says, I'm not even close to getting my Rockies collection want or Habs on there yet. Probably have a little over 10% of my rocks listed. I'm already in the top 5 of the Rocky collectors. Yeah, I've not done that either with my Braves or Panthers in football or Hornets in basketball. I've got a lot of it cataloged on Excel sheets and things like that, and I've slowly been trying to port over some of my smaller player collections. There's Ripken. Move on. Pat Kelly. But Patrick is right. Those match alerts, it'll keep you busy. Ben said he got something from a yard sale. Mixed cards and 30 comic books. Man, let me know what the comics are. Sandy Alomar. Sid Bream. Nolan Ryan. It's a Biggio. There's a Strawberry. I just unpacked that one from a trade. He was just in Charlotte signing autographs at a Knights game, but I was not able to get there. Knobloch. KC Johnny says his biggest problem currently is having no drive to sort and add. And then Johnny replied, drive comes and goes. Key's really to hit it hard when it does come. Roberto Alomar. Here's Sheffield. Yeah, it's true. It's true. There are times I don't feel like sitting there and sorting. I've got so many stacks on my desk, things that I need to sit down and collate and put away, put in binders, whatever the case may be. There's a Matt Williams. Charlie Hayes. Mr. Tony Gwynn. Ruben Sierra. But it was funny last weekend. My youngest daughter, she was just my little shadow. And she just wanted to hang out with me. But I was in the middle of trying to get some stuff put away and organized, as I always feel like I am. And she actually sat down and she took some cards out of pages that I'm not going to bind her anymore because of lack of space. And she took all those out and she put them away in some boxes that I had bought. And I took a sorting tray and I sat down and I showed her how to sort cards, and she sorted all of my 2021 tops. I just had two big tall sets or tall stacks sitting on my desk, and I gave those to her, and she sat down and she sorted them all for me and did a great job. And I told her, she didn't have to do that. She could go play a game or, something like that in the same room that I was in. If she just wanted to be nearby. But she said she kind of enjoyed it. Lee Smith, Harold Baines. Good gracious. Hold on a second. Yeah, Casey, Johnny, your life is about to get turned upside down with a baby on the way. Bobby Bowe, Greg Vaughn, Ozzie Guillen, Fred McGriff, David Need, Keros Lofton, Alex Cole, Tatis. I mean, he never did anything for me to begin with. But, some people are giving him a pass. I don't know. I don't know if he was, none of us know what really happened. If he was trying to cheat the system or if it was really something he was trying to treat, what did he say, ringworm with? Who knows? But I mean, as far as a collecting aspect, it's nice, Frank Thomas. Yeah, I think I would be done with him. I mean, I never collected Bonds or McGwire or any of these other players that had some scandals, Clemens. But I mean, I did collect loosely Altuve, and with when all the cheating scandal came out, I just kind of dropped him. There's too many guys to pull for, in my opinion, than to pull for someone who's got some shady, stuff going on. Just my opinion. Joe Girardi, Canseco, Kirk Gibson, Al Martin, Lou Whitaker, the Hawk, I learned a long time ago just to not put these guys, athletes on a pedestal, because at some point you're going to run across somebody that does something that disappoints you. My dad always taught me that too. Thankfully, I looked up to my dad and not, the athletes that we'd watch on TV. Of course, I know there are a lot of kids that do. Another superstars on canvas. This time we got Joe Carter of the Blue Jays. Oh, don't get me started on Ozuna, Johnny. And then the dude freaking goes and gets a DUI last night. I think that is the one blemish on the Braves GM on his resume, is that 4-year extension they gave him, because he can't play crap and his defense sucks. He cannot play in the field. And then you throw him in there at DH this year, and he's hitting like 220 or something like that. I'm hoping this is the straw that breaks the camel's back. I'm hoping he gets benched for the rest of the season. Only plays to give somebody a day off, or if somebody's hurt. Another kid. Patrick says Ozuna, good riddance from the Cardinals. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Marlins said the same thing. You're good, Johnny. They were talking about it on the Braves telecast tonight before the game, because he was at the stadium in uniform. He was still on the roster, though. There's not going to be any official word from the team as far as what they're going to do until his court date or whatever. But reading in the various fan groups online, Twitter, Facebook, I think most Brave fans are ready to wash their hands of Ozuna. Hey, speaking of Royals players, Johnny, I'm going to that game tomorrow night, the single A affiliate of your Royals. And I will definitely check out the souvenir stands or gift shop or whatever they got. There's another Ripken. And if they got any team sets, I'll probably pick one up for myself, just because I don't have that opportunity to do that much anymore. But if they have team sets of the Columbia Fireflies, I know money might be tight and space and all that kind of stuff, but if that's something you want, let me know. Keep Messenger open, and maybe I'll shoot you a picture or two, let you know what I find. And that goes for anybody else. If you like minor league stuff, I'm headed to taking the family down to Columbia, South Carolina tomorrow to a Columbia Fireflies game, playing the Kannapolis Cannonballers. I got front row seats behind first base. Looking forward to it. Was gonna take the kids up to Uptown Charlotte to the Charlotte Knights. That's the AAA affiliate of the White Sox. but holy crap, general admission was like $32. And I got these tickets for like $10. And it's the same distance, just a different direction. This is our final pack, by the way, guys. Jay Buhner, Matt Williams, Ramon Martinez, Charlie Hayes, another Gwen, Grissom, and Sierra. So lots and lots of cards, lots and lots of dupes. Let's do a quick recap of the inserts. I guess 93 would have been one of the earliest years they had inserts, at least from my collecting memory. So for the Heritage Series, we have Juan Gonzalez. For the Rangers, we have Frank Thomas for the White Sox and Eric Karros for the Dodgers. We had 2 superstars on canvas. We had Joe Carter of the Blue Jays and Andres Galarraga for the Rockies. And we had 1 Frank Thomas collection, which was the importance of family. So that is it for this week. Hopefully you saw something you liked for your team. Like I said, we probably have a complete set. If not, we're very, very close. So most of the checklists for your team, we probably ended up with. All right, so let's talk about next week. So I've got the post ready to go, but you'll need to give me a few moments to get it moved over and posted to the Facebook group and do my little edits and everything like that to it. But I do have that ready to go because as I mentioned at the very beginning, I've got a lot on my plate coming up. I've got my oral surgery early next week that I don't know what I'm going to feel like over the next, over the next couple of days. So I just wanted to try to get as much off my plate as possible. And so we've been doing some older stuff, so I wanted to do something new. I wanted to open something newer, but I just didn't have the time to pick up anything online. I do see some cool stuff coming in September that caught my eye that I may make a go for. But while I was out and about the other day, I ran across something that usually when I come across them, they've been ripped open and they've been empty. All the packs have been stolen. So I was kind of excited. So I went ahead and grabbed it kind of on a whim. Didn't really look at the checklist or anything too much, but figured it might be something that you guys find interesting. But I wanted to supplement it with something else. So I kind of went digging through all the sealed stuff that I have, and I came across a few things. So we're gonna open 3 packages next week as part of the break, and it's all from current. It's 2020 and 2021 product. The first ones may not be too exciting, but I don't really have a use for them. So I've got a 10 of the 2020 Series 1 tops. And these do have some exclusive cards. I did rip a couple of these back when they were new. So it's got a exclusive Chrome Decades Best insert. There are 5 Turkey Red 2020 inserts and a Chrome Turkey Red 2020 card. So we're going to bust that one. We're also going to bust a 2021 10. Again, Series 1. Exclusive Chrome 70 Years of Topps Baseball. There are 5 1952 Topps redo 2021 inserts and a Chrome 52 Topps. So yeah, these 10s didn't stay on the shelf. some point for one of these years. I don't remember. I got those two, and then we've got a mega box of the 2021 Topps Chrome update, which again, the few times I found these, they've been stolen every time. They've been ripped open and all the packs were taken. So I went ahead and grabbed this. It does not guarantee an autograph or anything like that. Obviously, they're possible, but so just a little selection here of some newer stuff that we're going to do. And I didn't really want to sit here and it gives me a headache sometimes trying to figure out the breakdown of pricing and things like that. So all the Rockies are not in 2021 Chrome update. I didn't, like I said, I didn't sit down and really crunch the numbers like I normally do for this. So I didn't. I was not aware that all the teams were not represented. So that is on me. But the slots, the team slots, are going to cover all three product. But thank you for letting me know. Because I may go back and tweak that, because this time I just decided, you know what, I'm just going to make all the teams the same price. I'm not going to sit here and try to weight the teams and things like that. So I have one price for all the teams, though I may need to go back and knock $1 off or something like that for some of the teams that maybe are not represented as heavily or at all. So I appreciate you telling me that, Johnny. So that's what we're going to do next week. We're just going to hit these three products. It's going to be one flat rate for all three products for each team, and it will be $5 or less. It's not going to be an expensive offering by any stretch of the imagination. And then when we're done with that, the following week, I'm thinking, it's been a while since we've done our favorite brand, or at least what a lot of our favorite brand is. And that's a good old Pacific. So I picked up a 2000 private stock. It's a retail box. Just hoping to find a hobby. But finding sealed Pacific baseball products getting harder and harder, at least without having to really open your wallet wide. So I think we're gonna go ahead and do this one the following week. So that'll put us the first week of September, the first Friday in September. We'll kick it off with Pacific. Private stock doesn't have quite the same plethora of inserts and whatnot that the other brands do. But actually, I don't even know if I don't think I opened any of 2000. So all the more exciting this one will be for me. But that's what we got on tap. So we got the mixture of Topps that we will go ahead and open up live tonight. Go ahead and claim if that is something that you are wanting to go with. And then we'll do Pacific the following week. Johnny says, stock's my least favorite Pacific, but that's like having a least favorite beach. Even the bad ones are still better than most other places. Yeah, private stock is not my favorite either, but I think my least favorite for Pacific was Aurora. I did not like Aurora, but private stock would probably be a close second. But hey, it's Pacific, and it's it's better than some of the stuff that came out in the 2000s. All right, so give me a few minutes, guys. Let me put everything away. After I end the feed, let me go and edit. I'm going to go back and check the team checklist for the Chrome, because like I said, I may edit the pricing that I have. I may edit the pricing and drop it just a smidge, just to, try to make it fair. So, and I still have some other stuff on tap. I've still got some other, some 90s stuff. But there's a lot of new stuff coming in September that looks really cool. So hopefully we'll keep this ball rolling. I'll keep it rolling as long as you guys are interested. Hopefully some of the new guys that have joined the Facebook group will chime in on some of this stuff as well. But at any rate, appreciate it, guys. Thanks for hanging out. And I'll have that post up probably within the next 15 minutes or so. Okay. All right. You guys have a fantastic weekend. Hope you have whatever you end up doing. Hope you have a great time. And then we will catch you back here next Friday night, Lord willing that my mouth is healed and I can talk. So we'll catch you guys. Appreciate it. Peace out.